Hello and blessings to you. Keeping with the end times and the pagan season that it is, I've been introducing you to the children of Satan. In this video, you will meet another child of Beelzebub and how this woman became a real-life witch. She is legend, which is about 6,000 spirits. The same unclean spirits you read Yeshua removing from the wild man, and the spirits asked to be placed into the swine, and Yeshua did just that, because we call no man unclean, but we know that swine is. Now, what this witch has the audience do is blindfold themselves, closing their physical eyes and opening their mind to the spiritual attack by turning it into mush. And she begins to tell the story of her artistic performance. Remember, she is turning their minds to jelly for easier penetration. She starts out like all witches do, with an incantation calling the army of unclean spirits.
Now, let's go back in time. It's 1974. There is the gallery somewhere in the world. And there is a young girl, age 23, standing in the middle of the space. In the front of her is a table. On the table, there are 76 objects for pleasure and for the pain. Some of objects are a glass of water, a coat, a shoe, a rose, but also the knife, the razor blade, the hammer, and the pistol with one bullet. There is instructions which says, I'm an object. You can use everything on the table on me. I'm taking all responsibility, even killing me. And the time is 6 hours.
The Wiccan numbers 6 is related to sun energy. In magical traditions, 6 is considered a solar number and one of power, of strong masculinity energy, because this is often connected to security and responsibility. 7 is relating to lunar energy, connected to the moon, femininity, and workings related to intuition and wisdom. Thought forms and consciousness are represented by the number 7. And what she's done here, the 76 items she laid out is both types of energy, light and dark, male and female, and she has turned the numbers backwards, putting the dark before the light. Pretty much just what you see going on around the world right now.
The beginning of this performance was easy. People will give me a glass of water to drink. They give me rose. But after, very soon, there was a man take the scissor and cut my clothes. And then they will take the thorns of the rose and stick in my stomach. Somebody take a razor blade and cut my neck and drink the blood. And I still have the scarf. The women will tell the man what to do. And the men didn't rape me because it was just a normal opening, and there was art public, and they're with their wives. They carried me around and put on the table and put a knife between my legs. And somebody took the pistol and put a bullet and put against my temple. And another person take the pistol and they start fight. And after 6 hours was finished, I start walking towards the public. I was a mess. I was half naked. I was full of blood and tears was running in my face. And everybody escaped. They just ran away. They could not confront myself with myself as a normal human being. And then what happened is I went to the hotel. It was at 2 in the morning. And I looked myself in the mirror. And I had a piece of gray hair. All right? Please take your blindfolds.
What happened during the 6-hour performance is she was trading energy with lots of people, collecting as many bad spirits as would enter into her. Just as she was blindfolded in 1974 and accepting whatever is happening around her, she has the audience doing the same thing, blindfolded, opening their minds, allowing evil to enter into their mind as they themselves imagine what they would have done with a young girl giving herself to you even unto the point of death. This is called killing the flesh. And if you've never done this for one side or the other, you better examine yourself. More than likely, you're lukewarm. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors, not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. For if you live after the flesh, you shall die. But if you through the Spirit do cause the deeds of the body, you shall live. Unless you lay your flesh down, and I mean really lay it down, as if you are dying within the next few minutes, just as she did, laying down and not expecting to get back up. Unless you have submitted to this flesh death, I worry if you're even on the narrow path. And if you are walking a narrow path without this affliction, you are truly blessed. For you believe and have much greater faith than those of us it took dying a death to get his attention. Now look close. Just the same way you see the world lying and telling you it's not them lying, but your eyes, she has them remove the blindfold and she tells them what she just did to them.
Welcome to the performance world. First of all, let's explain what is the performance. So many artists, so many different explanations, but my explanation of performance is very simple. Performance is mental and physical construction that performer make in a specific time in a space in the front of audience, and then energy dialogue happen. The audience and the performer make the piece together. And the difference between performance and theater is huge. In the theater, the knife is not a knife, and the blood is just ketchup. In the performance, the blood is the material.
Okay. The reason she exposed to them what she done was so on Judgment Day, those people cannot claim they have been tricked. If they had investigated or even questioned being there, they could have prevented being involved in such a ritual. If you will notice that in these clips, they have her titled as a spirit cooker, and this is yet another ritual involving big-name Hollywood stars and government officials. This is another trading of energies, evil spirits being invited to live in a physical host. That's why you have so many rock stars and such telling you during their performances they're possessed. They'll even tell you the name of the spirit, knowing this spirit not out of fear, but love. This spirit also exists in many pulpits. The pews are filled with sheep being led by wolves, standing up, possessed with an evil spirit, and it flows through the pews, and when people feel it, they love it, but they never test it to see where it came from. Thank you for watching. I'm going to close this video out with one of her spirit cooking rituals. And this is a mock rehearsal done in public for something that will be later be done in private, only without the cake.